You want to get your biceps big, right? You want them to look swole, you know what I'm saying? You want them to look wide. You want to increase the size on your biceps. You want to add the guns, you know? So what we gonna go ahead and hit is we gonna hit. What up, champ? It's arm day. Today we finna go ahead and hit the arms. We finna go ahead and hit the guns, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and run y'all through my bicep workout. It's really an arm day, but it's gonna be dominant biceps. I'm gonna just show y'all like one tricep movement. Well, it's actually one movement, but it's two movements in the same thing. So y'all gonna really like that one. I'm gonna say that one for the end of the video. But I was on the phone with my little bro today, and he was just telling me everything that he got going on. And it just, granted, everything that I tell y'all, it's not me only telling y'all, it's me telling myself as well. Because any information that I'm taking in, I want to be able to, to relay that to y'all. He was just telling me everything that he had going on. And I'm like, dang, little bro got a lot of stuff in motion. Like, just like me, I have a lot of stuff in motion. And it's always good to have things in motion because it gives you a sense of purpose. And then when you have that sense of purpose, it leads to your confidence, you know what I'm saying? Because if you following a purpose, you constantly doing things that you telling yourself that you go do, which in return is gonna build your confidence because you go believe in yourself a lot more. And motion is like a discipline. Like you have to be like real strict on it. You gotta be strict on any type of motion that you have. And when I say motion, your motion is like your hustle, or your motion is something that you're pursuing. Your motion is like your growth, you know what I'm saying? And like, even like back then I heard this quote and it was like, the key to discipline. Discipline, it leads to habit. So your disciplines leads to your habits. And then your habits lead to your consistency. And then your consistency leads to your growth. And that's just the path. It goes discipline, habit, consistency, and then you got your outcome, which is your growth. So how you start with your discipline, if you want to get into the discipline aspect of it. Discipline is a fact. It's a choice. It's like a decision. Like some days I might decide I don't want to go to the gym, but then I make myself go to the gym anyway. I don't listen to that part of my brain that's telling me not to do it. I listen to the part of the brain that's the fact part of it and telling me to do it. So that's how I've been consistent, because I built a habit of listening to that one part of my brain that's telling me to actually do the action. It's like when you in motion, remain in motion. It's just like a car. It's just like a car. We in a whip. So for instance, my destination is the gym. That's where we headed to, so we can hit this arm day and get the guns big, you know? All right, champ. What we gonna start out with? I like to start from the base. So, you know we doing the forearms first. And I like to do like 15 reps of these. Like 15 reps, 3 sets is what I do on this. And I do this before my arm days. And I'm starting to do it like on my back days, because I kind of want to get my arms, my forearms ready for those bigger movements. That sounds like some head ass. All right, champ, so first workout, what we gonna do is we gonna do spider curls. So I do the spider curls on incline bench. And instead of using an easy curl bar like I have in the previous video, back then, it's up here, I use the dumbbells. I either go from 15 to 25. I kind of stay real light with this. It ain't really no heavy movement, because you're getting a good stretch within the bicep when you do it, which is gonna make the bicep a lot bigger. But how I do these is I do 15 reps and I do 3 sets. So I put my sternum at the top of the bench, kind of hanging over. I roll my shoulders back, turn my palms up, and then I come up and I squeeze. And then I come down, full stretch, and then come up. You can even kind of squeeze your elbows on the top of the bench too, just to make sure that you're not, leaning off the bench or whatever. And then another thing is too, turn your pinkies up. And that's gonna help with your peaks, and that's gonna help with the short head of your bicep, which is the inside part of it. Side note, when you're doing your biceps, if you don't roll your shoulders back, and if you don't turn your pinkies up, or if you don't sometimes even extend your wrist, when I mean extend your wrist, like turn your wrist out, you got your forearm that's gonna assist you, you got your front delt that's gonna assist you, and you got your trap muscles that's gonna assist you. You got 3 muscles that could possibly assist your bicep, which is gonna prevent you from gaining the muscle that you're trying to gain with your biceps. Instead of you having the 20-inch arms, you're gonna have the 10-inch arms, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So like when you're doing any bicep movement, you wanna make sure that you rolling your shoulders back. You wanna make sure that you roll your shoulders back and down. If you feel that your wrist is overpowering and your forearm is helping you too much, extend your wrist. So that means like bend your wrist. So for instance, if I got this 20, if I'm curling it, my forearm is helping me. My forearm is helping me curl it up. So I turn my wrist out, and now my forearm is not helping anymore. Hey, that was an awkward position my body was just in. But just take those things into consideration. And that's what's gonna really help you with your gains for real, to be honest. And that's how you'll get them guns I was talking about in the whip, you know what I'm saying? So take them things into consideration. But to get back to the workout, I like to do the spider curls. I do them on an incline bench. I got my sternum up here. I drop my hands down, I hold it to a dead hang. I come up, I come down. I don't really count the reps for it. I just go ahead and just knock them out. And then I alternate them. I do them at the same time. I just try to switch it up just to confuse the muscle and make it a little bit more challenging for myself. And as far as the weights, I do 15 to 20 pounds. I do 15 reps, I think, or like I said, I just let it just go with the flow. And yeah, let's hit these spider girls. You want to get your biceps big, right? You want them to look swole, you know what I'm saying? You want them to look wide. You want to increase the size on your biceps. You want to have the guns, you know? So what we gonna go ahead and hit is we gonna hit the crossbody hammer curl. So what that crossbody hammer curl does is it hits this little muscle that's inside the bicep. It's called the brachialis. And what that muscle does is it makes the bicep look a lot wider, which makes the bicep look bigger. So it's gonna make the guns turn from 10s to 20-inch arms champion if you hit the brachialis a lot often. That's gonna make your arm look a lot bigger. So what I like to do is I like to hit 15 reps and I like to do 3 sets of that. So let's go ahead and hit these crossbody hammer curls, hit this brachialis. That word is so complicated to say. When you're doing the crossbody hammer curls, you wanna curl to the opposite side of your body. So I'm curling up, my knuckles are pointing forward, I'm holding it, then I'm coming down. Coming up, coming down. Or you can alternate it, or you can just go ahead and just knock that mud out. I'm gonna just go ahead and knock it out on each side, because I feel like you're not giving the muscle no time to rest. Last bicep workout. So what we gonna do is we gonna do the Bayesian curl, the Bayesian cable curls. I like doing these because it's like, it works the long head of the bicep. Like I said, you trying to get the guns, so you gotta make sure you hit these pretty often, you know what I'm saying? And this will get your arm right. And I hit these a lot. How you do the Bayesian cable curls is you want your arm in line with your body. And then all you're doing is curling up. Keeping your elbow connected to your hip. Come down, then come up. Turn that pinky up. Come down, come up. Turn that pinky up. I'm gonna do 3 sets of that. Rep range, 12 to 15. Go ahead and hit that, champ. Let's get it. All right, champ, so since we hit the biceps, now it's time to hit the triceps. What we gonna do is, I like to use the V-bar. So I like to have my palms open, pull it down, come down, triceps. Tricep pull it down, there you go. You do 10 of those, 10 or 12. Then you turn around immediately, and then you go into behind the head. You hit those. But when you're in these, what it is, the reason I like to use the V-bar is because I strong arm the bar into a vertical triangle. That's a little technique, and that's what's gonna get that little, you know, the little horseshoe look. So let's go ahead and get this set over with. You know what we came to do, let's get it. Let's get them guns.